One of my favourite things about medieval art is just how completely bonkers they will make the baby Jesus look. And that they will keep making him look like a man in his 50s called Colin, who has some kind of mid-level management position and who gets too handsy after a few drinks and is having some kind of midlife crisis. Allow me to show you the evidence. Hello, Colin. This painting is from the 1280s. And you just can't tell me that that also doesn't look like a middle-aged man who's discovered protein powder and won't stop talking to you about it. This one is given more space alien than middle manager. Actually, let me see if I can get a bit closer to him. Hang on. There he is. And along with how mad the baby Jesuses look, I also love, just in almost all of them, Mary's expression on her face is just for fuck's sake. Colin is back with us once more, and this one is giving, excuse me, on some kind of Teams meeting that has already run over time, and he's going to ask another fucking question and keep you all there. Get in the bin, baby Jesus, Colin. This one from 1515 does not look like a middle-aged manager called Colin. This looks like a woman in her 50s who drinks too much gin and is slumped over a bar somewhere, reminiscing about the good old days. Quite why the stylistic choices were made to make Jesus look like a 60-year-old drunken woman are very much up for debate. And speaking of Jesus being depicted as a middle-aged alcoholic, I think this is a strong contender. I had to put a little star over Mary's nip because we know that the overlords don't like that stuff. But you could find that same person slumped over any bar on a Saturday night, I swear to God. And why do so many of them have receding hairlines? Another strong example of the infant Jesus looking like a middle-aged rugby player. This one again is giving Colin, but it's Colin who's discovered CrossFit after getting divorced and is now joining dating apps thinking that 22-year-old women are going to want to date him. It is quite a serious question in art history scholarship as to why they were making the choice to make baby Jesus look like this. And it was a choice. They could have made him uber realistic if they'd wanted to. But they didn't. Clearly, they did not. Decisions were made. And the leading theory, or at least this is the one that sort of most scholars seem to agree on, is that Jesus is supposed to, he was never properly a baby. That he always had all of the knowledge and the wisdom of mankind and God and everything contained within his body. So they're kind of representing him as, I guess, kind of ageless. That he is a baby, but he's also the baby, the vessel that contains all of the knowledge and the spiritual responsibility for all of mankind, which would age you. That you have to say that, it would. I think this one is my personal favourite. How tired does Mary look? That is a tired mum. And I guess if you've just given birth to a 50-year-old weightlifter, you would be tired too.